guys, welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Today's build video, guys, for the Wishlist class for patch 272 season 25 Spirit Barrage solo push, guys. Now, I do apologize, this is late. I thought I already recorded it. It turns out I did actually record it. I did the 216 and GR speed version, but I actually forgot to do the solo version, so here it is, guys. If you guys haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe for more Diablo content. Also, it helps me out massively here on YouTube for the algorithm, man. Okay, guys, so this build is currently the second strongest build for Witch Doctor in season 25. It's all about the Spirit Barrage. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll show it in action, and then we'll talk about gear and all that sort of stuff. Let's do the rotation. Let's just do a quick 120. Okay, guys, first thing we need to do is drop your Big Bad Voodoo Ghost Trance. This gives you healing and damage reduction, and also attack speed as well. Then you want to run into a load of monsters and get your Soul Harvest stacks up next. This thing here. This gives you your damage reduction. Okay, then you cast Pestilence, this skill here, to proc your Ring of Emptiness. Okay. Once your Ring of Emptiness is procced, you've got 8 seconds damage window. Okay, and then you want to run into the monsters and cast Nado. Nado will group everything up into one spot. And you basically want to pull as many monsters as you can on this build together. Okay, because of the way the mechanic works with explosion, you want as many monsters around each other exploding all the time. This is the way the mechanic works with this build. So Spirit Barrage builds up and up and up, and does a big explosion for all the mobs around it within 15 yards. Okay. So you want to be round up as much as mobs as possible. We are using the Ring of Fire, Soul Shard in the helmet. Okay, so the idea is that you just pull in tons of density, loads of elite packs, everything, man, until hopefully one spot, get in the middle of them, then the Ring of Fire will proc out 100 kills, and then you cast Nado and just drag everything into it. It's disgusting. It's really, really strong. Not as strong as Regalia. Regalia is our top build, but Barrage is extremely good. It's also very, very good for GR speeds. Check out that video here on the channel. We're using the Sliver of Terror as well. Okay, so the Sliver of Terror is giving us the Ring of Fire and all those lovely bonuses, man. We'll go over that in a sec. Also, guys, with the Manitou above our head, there's the Ring of Fire. Now we just want to pull everything in. Cast Nado, just drag everything in. There we go. So yeah, see the spirit above my head, the Manitou. If that keeps attacking one target, and it sees its HP, you'll just kill it outright. You'll just kill it outright. Oh, there's actually a Condi in here, guys. Can you believe it? It's a Condi right there, man. Look. Nice. Best shrine in the game. There we go. Shielding. Elite packs, guys, that you want to skip on this build, most of the time is Juggernauts and Shielding. As usual, you know. Juggernauts and Shields most of the time, man. But if you got a good pylon, like Conduit, Power, things like that, then you can engage those monsters, those packs, and kill them pretty quick. Alright, so let's go forward. Only stop, guys, for like really, really big trash packs, you know. Like I said, you want to be round up lots and lots of monsters together if you can. Right, any packs down there? Sometimes there's a shrine down there, but they're not this time. Let's keep looking. Alright, got a pack here. Just go here, pull some more monsters in. We've got 99 kills now on the fire ring. There goes the fire ring again. I'm actually using a different spirit walk here. So what you should use in push. Because obviously I'm recording a video and I just want to get through this rift a bit quick. This is only a GR 120. This build, someone's already done 150. This variation, guys. I think it's Panna, I think. But I think he's about 5,000 Paragon. But you know, like I said, it performs very well. Not top build for us this season, but still very, very strong. We're using the Anguish gem in the weapon to proc an extra 50% damage bonus, which is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Ooh, little explodey boys there. Oh, there's one left up there. So yeah, guys, with the Manitou above my head, once it exceeds the target's HP, it just kill it outright. Sometimes you'll probably notice when you fight a Rift Guardian that suddenly it just dies instantly. You're like, oh, what happened, man? You know. So if you get a Rift Guardian by itself, it's got no ads. It can yeah, it can just pop. Oh, there's a shrine there. Which one was it? Oh, a little cheeky shield shrine. Lovely. There you go, cheeky shield. Right, remember, guys, yeah? Every 8 seconds you have to cast Pestilence. Okay, look at all Pestilence. This will spread to the whole screen. Every 8 seconds. Otherwise, you'll have no DPS. All power, guys, is generated from the actual weapon as well, which is Voodoo's Juicer. So this weapon here has 2 runes, Healing and Mana Gen. If you ever find that you run out of power, you can change one of the passives, like Self-Res, for instance, something like that, to Rush of Essence. Well, lots of monsters here. We're currently on 68 kills for the Ring of Fire. We're using Squirts and Necklace guys as well, so if you push this build to the extreme, you need to use Squirts and Necklace and COE. If you're just starting out, use Compass Rose and Traveler's Pledge instead, okay? But like I said, if you're playing softcore, definitely go for this. There's the Fire Ring. Unfortunately, didn't have any monsters there. This Fire Ring, guys, absolutely wrecks, man. Absolutely wrecks. Look how fast it kills. It's so good. So nice, man. Right, let's get going. Still got a little bit of shield jet. Let's go, go, go. No point stopping for this. Keep looking. Also, guys, Big Bad Voodoo will follow you around the map on this particular build as well. One of the key things it does. There's a nice little bit of trashes to kill it. There you go. Got rid of those guys nice and quick. Also, guys, we're using GI passive in this build as well. So as you're killing monsters, you reset your cooldowns very, very quickly. It also heals you your mana and HP as well, man. Lovely. This guy's not in a very good spot, so let's try and nado him out a little bit. Still got the tail end of that shield, which is helping massively my DPS, because right now I've got squirts on, so because I've got the shield. Squirts damage isn't turning off, look. That's why we're getting loads and loads and loads of damage. Unfortunately, guys, squirts does hurt you, though. You know, you take a big chunk of extra damage, man, when squirts is on full stacks. Oh my god, I've got a power pylon for a Rift Guardian. Awesome. Oh my god, awesome, man. Oh, bombs. Watch out for the bombs. But yeah, guys, so for the Spirit Walk, I should be using Jaunt, really, which gives you 3 seconds of damage immunity, but I just prefer Severance, so I've always preferred Severance, man. I like the extra movement speed, man, so I can zip around the map a little bit quicker, get our harms away and all that. But Jaunt overall is better, though, because it gives you 3 seconds, basically, of complete damage immunity, you know? It's awesome. Right, let's kill this guy out. Yeah, guys, so pack you want to skip Juggernauts and Shield if you can. But like I said, if you've got a good pylon like we've got here, then, got a power or Condi, man, so like even speed. You know, speed is really good as well for this build. There we go, just kill a couple of more bros. Cast Pestilence, man. Where's our boy, man? There we go. So hopefully it's a Rift Guardian with ads, because that way you get a lot more explosions from your barber. We'll go over that mechanic in a sec. But single Rift Guardian by itself is absolutely fine as well, because the mana, you can see, builds up enough onto the target, and once it exceeds its HP, it'll just kill it outright. Which is awesome, man. There we go. Little cheeky 120 there, guys, in 6 minutes 13. Was that enough for the leaderboard? Let's have a little look. Yes, I'm now ranked 166. That was my first Spirit Barrage push this season. Nice. But yeah, there's only a 150 here, 142. So it's not as strong as Arik here, but it's very, very good, especially for speeds. It's a good build for speeds, man. Alright, let's gem here. Let's get this upgraded, and let's talk about the gear now. And all that good other stuff there. There's a nice COE there. Hopefully that's an upgrade. Lovely. There you go, guys. Nice little 120 there. I'll make sure I don't blow this up, because this is my main jewellery. I'll use on my Arik again, man. There we go. Right, lovely, man. Let me just blow this stuff up, and we'll... So, ooh, actually, I'm going to check that as well. Actually, that could be good. That's the wrong one. Right, boom, boom. Lovely, right. Okay, guys, so let's go over the gear. Okay, guys, so main hand, you want to have Vu's Juicer. Okay, Vu's Juicer can roll up to 60% Spirit Barrage damage. You always want this main hand, because it just gives you the best damage option. Like I said earlier, it also gives you 2 runes, which basically heals you every cast, and also gives you your mana back. And that's why we're not using Rush of Essence currently. But if you have a lot of attack speed in this build, you might run out of power. So you need to, if that happens, you need to keep Swampland on, because this is where your major damage reduction comes from, man. So if you're a softcore, change Spirit Vessel over to Rush of Essence, mostly. If I can ever find it, this one here. So you basically gain infinite power. But you should be fine when you're attacking targets with the Vu's Juicer's mana gen, okay? Right, guys, so we're going to use the Essence of Anguish, okay? Now, unfortunately, this one for me is rolled incorrectly. You can see that it's got fire damage on it. I need basically attack speed on this one here. So you need attack speed. I need the other option here where it says when you deal poison damage to an enemy, they receive 50% increased poison damage from all sources for 10 seconds. Funny thing is, guys, this actually works for all damage, okay? So even it says on the tooltip here is poison, actually works for all damage. This build is a cold build, so probably a typo or a bug, but either way, you want to use it. This is your best option. So yeah, basically you get an extra 50% increased damage for 10 seconds when you deal poison damage. So basically poison damage is coming from the Pestilence, okay? Or what you could do is have the weapon baseline rolled with poison as well. That would work as well. But I wouldn't worry about that anyway. You're going to cast Pestilence anyway, every 8 seconds anyway, so you're proccing the damage bonus. Yeah, love it. Offhand, guys, of course, Gaze of Demise for the extra damage increase to Spirit Barrage. Makes this last twice as long. Okay, you just want to hold down the trigger, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Then, guys, we're using the boots, the chest, helm, shoulders, and gloves. Okay, and we're using Rogue as well to achieve 6-piece bonus. We're always using Captain Crimson set. Just craft a set at the blacksmith table. If you can't get the plans, just keep doing it on bounties over and over again, and you eventually will drop. Craft this up, and basically this gives you another more set bonuses. So regenerates 6 rounds of life per second, gives you 20% CDR, and 20% resource cost reduction as well, which is great. And then your damage is increased by your CDR, and your damage reduction is increased by your cost reduction. Okay, so the more CDR you have, and the resource cost reduction, the stronger you become, basically. It's a really good little set, man. It's brilliant. Love it. Also, guys, for those that don't know the set bonuses for Spirit Barrage set, Big Bad Video that follows you around, lasts twice as long. So when you hit this, you can see it just follows you around. Isn't that awesome? I just love that so much, man. It's so good. 4 set bonus, gains 60% damage reduction for 30 seconds when you enter the Spirit Realm. The Spirit Realm, basically, guys, is Spirit Walk. You hit this button here, see this buff here, that's your damage reduction. Make sure this is up all the time. If it ever goes down, you probably will die. And then, guys, 20,000% increased damage to Spirit Barrage, and equal times your mana generation per second. I love it. Brilliant. Alright then, guys, so rings, I'm using Rourke, okay, like I said earlier, to achieve 6-peak bonus. This comes from X1 bounties, and the first legendary gem you want to use, of course, is Bane of the Trap for the massive damage bonus. Next ring, guys, you want to use is Convention of Elements. When this cycles onto Cold, which is just after Poison, this is your damage window for your best DPS rotation, okay, so right there, man. Alright, and that cold rotation, guys, always pay attention to your cold rotation. It always comes up just after Poison, man, so get all the monsters rounded up. Get the elites rounded up your nados, suck them in, right on that cold rotation, man. That's where you want to unleash the beast. Especially, you know, always hit on your cold rotation elites, because that's your big window for doing all your damage. Next gem, guys, you want to use, of course, is the Gokul for Swiftness. I love this thing, because it gives you CDR per stack, which is great. Also, attack speed buff, which is key to this build, because the more attack speed you have, the faster you can explode the spirits. And then, also, dodge as well. It can actually keep you alive. I've lost count how many times this gem has saved me in a GR push on a Rift Guardian fight, where he's done like a crazy charge then that should have one-shot me, and the dodge just kicked in, and I've survived. It's really nice. It's really good. The amulet, guys, of course, is Squirt Necklace. Now, Squirt Necklace has a great, massive 100% damage buff, which is great, but unfortunately, if you get hit by a monster, you take an extra 50% damage on top. So sometimes it can kill you. Aim for at least 700k HP. And once you've got the right gear, you've got a bit of orcs and stuff, you know. Sometimes it might kill you, but you need to use this on softcore, especially because this is your best bet to push. Now, if you're new to the build and you find you're dying absolutely loads, take Squirt's Necklace and COE out. You won't have nowhere near as much damage. And then you can pop in Traveler's Pledge and the Compass Rose, and this will give you 100% damage buff while you're standing still, and 50% damage reduction while you're moving forward, okay? So if you're just starting out, use this up instead. Then once you're fully orged, you're really ready to push it as high as you can, definitely go Squirt's Necklace and COE. If you're on hardcore, maybe just stick to Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose, otherwise Squirts could kill you. And of course, guys, you need Stricken Gem in the amulet here, because it kills the Rift Guard. Without it, you can't kill the RG. Lovely. Right, guys, so in the helmet, of course, we are using the Sliver of Terror. You want this to roll Intelligence with the Ring of Fire. Okay, it's the Ring of Fire we're saying that. So it says here, you cast a devastating Ring of Fire after killing 100 enemies. This thing kills trash very, very quickly. So, like I said earlier during the video where we was talking about mechanics and stuff, you just want to pull everything into one spot. And then just when the Ring of Fire goes over 100 kills, just time it, and then just drag everything with Nado, man. Just drag them all in and just watch them get absolutely wrecked. And also, anything killed in the Ring of Fire actually resets the stacks as well on top. So it is possible with enough density just to keep that Ring of Fire going, you know? If you get a really good rift like Battlefields or something like that, okay? So yeah, Intelligence with Ring of Fire on this particular one. For gems, guys, I'm using Intelligence Gems at the moment. If you need more tank, you can put rubies or emeralds in your chest and legs for more armor bonus, okay? If you ever need more tank. Lovely. And of course, guys, Bracer, man, the new improved Locormus Ornament Bracer now gives you a 60% damage reduction baseline based on between 1 to 3 stacks. Okay, I've got one here with 2 stacks currently. And also, you get an extra 2% damage reduction for every stack of Soul Harvest as well, man. So Witch Doctor is now more tanky, guys, finally, for those that don't know about it. It's very, very nice. Lovely. Okay, guys, what's in the queue? In the queue, we have, of course, the Barber. This is the key item to make this build work. Instead of dealing direct damage, your Spirit Barrage now accumulates on the target. When you stop casting, it explodes for 500 damage. Accumulated damage to enemies within 15 yards. I wouldn't worry too much, guys, about stop casting. Literally, just hold down the trigger, okay? Because as you hold down the trigger, it's just going to keep exploding. You see that it's just exploding on that point all the time, okay? So just hold down the trigger all the time. Bang, 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 bang. What you can do something called the bomb method, okay? So, what you can do, obviously, if you're not casting, you're not healing yourself from the main weapon, okay? But what you can do is something called the bomb method. So you pour a ton of trash here, and then you just cast Spirit Barrage. 1, 2, 3, like that, okay? And once they expire, after 10 seconds, they would deal all the damage to those monsters around them, sort of thing. So that's the bomb method. But obviously, if you're not casting, you're not healing yourself, okay? So I wouldn't recommend it, but if you time it well, maybe you've got a shield. Yeah, maybe you've got a shield, you can do it that way. But when it expires, it would just detonate the rest of the damage. But you can force that in the early by just casting constantly. Because there's only 3 spirits, once you cast again, the last one will disappear and explode, okay? So you can just, best thing to do is just hold down the trigger. That's always the best thing to do. But you can try the bomb method sometimes if you want to. Lovely. So yeah, 15 yards, guys. Just pull everything into one spot as usual. Frostburns, guys. 20% increase to cold damage. Perfect. And also gives you a chance to freeze on enemies, which is really, really good. And of course, Ring of Emptiness, guys. 300% increased damage when you use Hive or Haunt or Locust Orb, which we're using right here. Lovely. And then, guys, for pace skills, Spirit Barrage Manitou. Okay, so this last 20 seconds. The Manitou, like I said earlier during the video, this little spirit above your head. Once it will basically lock onto the closest target, okay? And it will also explode as well. But once it exceeds the target's HP, it will just kill it outright. That's why it's so good for speeds. Especially for speeds, man. But like I said earlier, when we was fighting the Rift Gun, the Butcher earlier, yeah, once it exceeds its target on the HP. So if you get a Rift Guard in without ads, you know, the Manitou will kill it eventually anyway, as long as you're close enough. You've got to be within 20 yards there because of Conflict Ritual passive, you know. But if you do get a Rift Gun with ads, so like Sax, Tris, stuff like that, that can actually be beneficial as well, because you can just cast Nado, pull the ads on top of that target, and obviously the more targets that are exploding from Spirit Barrage, the more damage you're going to do. So it's good for both solo Rift Guarding and a Rift Guarding with ads. Lovely. Primus, guys, Tornado, damage increase, and of course the CC, man, so just drags everything into one spot. Locust on Pestilence, 100% spread across the whole screen, procs your Ring of Emptiness. You need to cast this once every 8 seconds to proc your ring, otherwise you're not going to get your damage bonus. Soul Harvest, guys, language, intelligence, and armor buff, always keep this up. Spirit Walk, Severance, and to be honest, I just prefer Severance. I like the movement speed aspects, but if you want to push properly, just use Jaunt, because it gives you 3 seconds of damage immunity. Lovely. Big Bad Voodoo, guys, Ghost Trance. If you want to push this really hard, you could use Slam Dance for just the sheer damage increase. But if you're starting out especially, and to be honest, you need the damage reduction. Okay, so definitely use Ghost Trance instead, which heals you every 5% of your maximum life per second, and also reduces all damage taken by 20. Also, you get an attack speed buff and movement speed buff as well on top. Follows you around the map, because it's so good with the set bonus. The passive, guys, Conflict Ritual for the massive damage bonus within 20 yards. Spirit Vessel for self-res. Swamp Attunement for your tank, so the more monsters around you, the stronger you become, because you gain physical, poison, fire, and cold resistance for every enemy within 20 yards. Love this thing. Then, guys, Grave Injustice, man, key to the build for all your cooldowns. Every time you kill a monster, basically, your cooldowns reset. Also heals you and gives your mana back. For follow, guys, I always use the Enchantress. I love her, man. She's so cool. For this one, you need to use the Indestructible token, because this build is not classed as a pet build anymore. You can't do the Enforcer trick, so give her a damage reduction, okay? So you have to use the Indestructible token. Just go full left here, guys. So go Charm, Amplification, Powered Shield, and Focused Mind. Main hand, I'm using a Thunder Fury. I absolutely love this thing because it debuffs their movement speed and the melee attack speed. I've actually popped a Drag of Lions into this thing just because it's got 15% attack speed on it, which is great. And also it's got life on hit as well, which is kind of nice. So the more attack speed your follower has, the quicker she can proc the Wildwood Ring. Okay, so as Thunder Fury is going off and she's attacking, it'll proc Wildwood Ring and stun the target. Okay, I love this thing. I love this ring so much, man. So when you're fighting Rift Guardians, especially say it's about to do a really crazy attack, Wildwood Ring will proc and interrupt the Rift Guardian, and it can save you from a bad death. Brilliant. Guys, I'm using Ice Climbers, as usual, man, so she's immune to freeze and mobilize effects. I've got canes on, gloves, and pants here, because I just switch out to the belt, so I can find the keys. Just usual setup, man. Always use Yockler string, guys, for the pool of power. Okay, always jump into that because it gives you up to an 85% damage buff. Shoulders, just use homing pads for the damage reduction while teleport if you need to get out, especially in hardcore. I still don't have a Tower Rasher chestplate, guys, but you want Tower Rasher chestplate here, okay? It's for the extra attack speed. Use Blind Face so she can blind on hit as well, which is great. Use Witching Hour just for the attack speed roll. Of course, Flavor of Time for the double duration of pylons, guys. The thing is so key to so many push builds now. You know, 1 minute conduit, 2 minutes speed, shield. It's just amazing, man. And of course, guys, demonstrates to summon more monsters at the shrines. Lovely. You're aiming for 25,000 intelligence on your follower to max out, especially the amplification buff here. So you're always aiming for 25k. So try and get some major gear, roll the intelligence up, guys. Attack speed on rings and weapon, and that's it. That's what you gotta do. Lovely. And there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. There will be a snap guide in the description of this video, guys, to Diablo fans for the best rollers, skills, build and gear, etc, etc. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck on Spirit Barrage. See you in the next video. Take care and have fun in Sanctuary.